Back at it again with another episode, Sophisticated Ignorance 803. Platform for the unheard. You got your boy Jay Boogie, Jay Bird,
and Chris. This week we got a self-reflection series for you coming, and today it'll be about what do you want out of life, or what do you want at this moment in life. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think.
Please and thank you.
be part of the
Clean.
sanitize niggas. You want to start it off?
Yeah, you the OG in the room.
I think. I'm gonna go last. I'm the youngest. Cause y'all niggas got a perspective that probably I need to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, so when I'm 27, and everybody's is going to be different, because I'm 27, gonna be 28, and I got a whole daughter and a girlfriend, so it's like, for me, it's more of a what do I need as like a family aspect, like to be the family man aspect. But if you're 27 with no kids and you single,
Totally different answer.
so
Yeah, it's all a unique perspective.
I mean, shit. Young boy was 18, 4 kids. So, and it's ordinary niggas like that.
Yeah.
You know, he's just the
people got kids.
one in the
already.
spotlight. You know, and I'm 23, about to be 24, about to have my first child with my longtime girlfriend.
Congratulations.
Shit, a blessing, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I remember what I was exactly doing when she was born. You'll never forget that moment. And I wasn't there. She was having a C-section, so I wasn't in the room. I was in the hospital, but I remember as soon as they pulled her out, instantly heard it hollering. I said, yeah, that's her. It was at 5:10. I was like,
Dang.
5:10 in the morning. I was like, look. So I never forgot. I was sitting in the chair and everything. I was like, look. So that one moment you'll never forget.
Yeah, I'm ready to experience it too, and that's kind of where my mind at is at a 23-year-old, about to be 24 in June, and my son, he gonna be here the month before me, you know. And so it's gonna be the perfect. That's really the only gift I want is to give him stuff, and that's just how much my mind done changed. But I'm just living and learning really, cause at the same time I'm at an age where feeling like at your strongest almost.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of feel like you're in control, and when you, it's just good and bad at this age, I say.
In your 20s,
Yeah, man, just a roller coaster.
it's like your young 20s. It's like you think you got a hold on life, but it's like a real false reality.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you realize life actually can happen like adult life, and I feel like that coming out of high school, college life.
That's the hardest adjustment you'll never be prepared for.
Really different.
So it's like when that happened, you think you didn't already. I mean, some people did experience life because they had to do it for themselves. But like for those of us who are fortunate, or those of us who had assistance through whatever you were doing, right? When you get to that adulting phase, then life is different.
Like, it's a wrap.
But what grocery shopping?
Bro.
Different.
And I ain't at that point yet, but like I can feel it coming. Like it's like I'm going up that hill, but like
I mean, when times I go grocery shopping, I go 2 in the morning.
And that's the best time to go grocery shopping.
Yeah,
Ain't
nobody in there.
nobody in there, bro.
And like just in and out. I ain't gotta worry about no lines. Just get my stuff. Like,
Man,
I really think I got like social anxiety or something because like I get real uneasy around a lot of people who I don't even know. Like it's not even something I want to be, but like if I don't know, that's why I'm so isolated because I ain't gonna enjoy being in no club because I don't know y'all.
Yeah.
Like everybody ain't in here to have no good time.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd rather have a nice little kickback at the crib with people who I know. You know, but and that's the same why that's why I hate grocery stores. Like I'm like, nah. Cause I could just like even if my vibe is like, yeah, he or she ain't even right. And I don't even know him, but just the vibe, I just like, yeah. I mean, we just in here grocery shopping there, like.
Yeah,
Anything could happen.
That shit a gift. I feel like, cause like I can kind of feel that shit a little bit too. Like you can feel when somebody got like not necessarily bad intentions, but
When something get ready to happen.
yeah,
Like I might need to leave.
I'm gonna go ahead and slide. Let you handle what you gotta handle.
Yeah. For real.
I just can't get these going.
Before you continue doing whatever you're doing, sir, let me
Let me get on through.
And that shit happened before, bro, at the fucking gas station, right outside of that Shell behind State.
No.
Bro, I was in there trying to buy some guards, and the cashier and the man in front of me started arguing. And then, like, she gonna come at me like, you just gonna let him dang bump into you like that? I was like, lady, I'm just in here to get my guards. Like, y'all done had a hard day at work. Y'all probably just getting off. He probably just going in.
What you instigating for?
Yeah, like, bro, I'm just trying to get my guards and go to my room and smoke. Like, I'm just like.
Your problem was with him.
Yeah.
Where was that energy?
And
He was in your face.
Yeah, like, damn, you got Buddy worked up. I ain't seen Buddy worked up. He mad at somebody else. Shit. Go ahead, bro. I know what you mad at. I'll be mad too.
Facts.
I ain't about to bring you no issue. Let me get my guard.
Facts. Orangeburg different, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas in the bird different, bro. Shout out to niggas in the bird.
I've been to Orangeburg once,
Well,
maybe twice.
That shit was home for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That shit was fun, but like I feel like I outgrew that shit, like that whole environment. Like,
Yeah.
I knew I ain't fit in, so it was just like shit. This shit cool, but
Yeah.
I could be doing something else that's benefiting me for real. Especially when like I wasn't into my major like that. Like I was taking that shit on. Like I don't even like this shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't seen nothing else that interested me, so I was like, shit, I go to the crib, start working. Should be putting bread in my pocket.
Yeah, I was at State for like 2 years, but like you said, I ain't fit in there. I ain't even really see the purpose because I was looking at how much I was owing.
Telling you.
And I was like, damn, I don't even got no car yet. And y'all putting all these damn $10,000, $20,000 damn balances around me. Like,
I can't go to the dealership.
bro, fuck no. Like, let me go get me a job at home or something so I could
Right.
get right. You know, and then when shit at the crib wasn't even straight, I was like, yeah, I definitely ain't worried about, I need to get money in my pocket. You know, and I learned what I needed to learn at school though.
Right.
I feel
Like the art of finesse.
like,
If you don't learn nothing from college, you better learn how to finesse.
word.
So let me ask you this. So both of you said you didn't fit in at college.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it that didn't make you fit? That didn't make you feel comfortable enough to stay?
I say it was the environment. Like it was always, it felt like a big ass high school. Like everybody was always looking for drama. And I'm like, bro, we grown. Like I ain't got time for all this shit. Like, I'm just trying to chill.
I say just my social anxiety, like the image of the college kid, like always out partying or like doing this, doing that. Like, man, I don't know y'all. And I was at the point where like I'm such a loner where like I'm not even interested in trying to let everybody in because I know everybody isn't for the good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their own intentions, and in college it's like you're forced to be around a whole lot of people you really don't know and you really don't want to know, you know, but just that whole image, like just even my dorm mate, like he'll have his crew of people who have to come in and be in there just as much as I'm in there. And I'm never out my dorm that much because I don't deal with people like that, you know, because I just know my mind just make me be more isolated than, you know, within everything, you know. And that's why the whole college experience, like, if college was like a more isolated, I guess I probably could have stayed in long, but just the environment, like you said, the environment, I just couldn't get with the environment because I'm so isolated, and that takes away your isolation, you know.
So did you meet? You ain't meet nobody, did you? Or like
No, I met. I feel like I met who I needed to meet at college, but I wasn't interested in meeting everybody at college. I wasn't interested in being the most popular guy on college. Like my dad was a Kappa. I wasn't worried about that shit. Like, I'm not here trying to impress none of y'all. Like,
I feel that.
and I wasn't there like my major. I went like just because I was playing sports in high school. I went and did physical education. I'm not trying to be no PE teacher. What the hell, like, man? Fuck that shit.
I
Like,
feel it.
like, look, I'd rather go home and damn work at UPS. Like, fuck that shit.
Bro,
And
that's
go and
what I
get some
was
money
saying.
some other way. Like,
I went to school to play baseball, bro. Coach had talked to the other coach. I'm like, all right. He's like, I can get you in the class. But I'm like, all right, cool. I get there, go to talk to the coach. He said, yeah, if you want to play baseball, we got a Marine workout, 4 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning. I'll see you there. I said, no, you won't.
Not today. To play baseball?
Bruh, Marine workout.
Marine work? No,
Knowing I'm not in shape. Sir, what? I'm about to sit here and embarrass myself like that.
They did not tell me
No,
I
not
was
my-
working out like this.
Bro, what?
not 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. This first week, bro.
This was
It's
in
orientation week.
What was this in August?
Yeah.
Well, hot
No,
too.
September, like,
It's still hot.
he like
4 in the morning.
Humid as fuck.
What?
Yeah.
So, what is South Carolina? It's hot all the time.
Your windows be
Orangeburg-
sweating.
Orangeburg
Yeah.
is different, like it's a different heat than Columbia heat, like, and it's a different cold than Columbia. It's like 20 degrees colder in Orangeburg, bro. If
They
it's
got a lot of
30
trees
here,
out there?
huh?
They got a lot of trees.
There ain't shit out there.
They starting to knock them shit down now.
I ain't been out there in a good ass minute.
I feel like in the next 10 years, we ain't even gonna recognize that shit, bro.
They gonna end up building up everything, man. That's why you gotta try to buy some land now.
Yeah.
Everything gonna get bought up and they gonna build that shit up. And I wanna be surrounded by some trees. I don't give a fuck. I don't wanna be surrounded by no buildings.
There's more traffic. More people I gotta deal with, man. So I mean, shit, in college, I feel like you said, like you meet the people you're supposed to meet. Like,
Yeah.
you meet some people that you know, like really genuine people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. But then it's a lot of people. It's like they just there because you there. Like, yeah, we got class, but like I see you on campus, like I speak or whatever. But it ain't like,
We don't know each other.
yeah. And it's like shit. That's why like I fell in contact with a lot of people like goddamn smoking. Like a lot of people were smoking on campus. I was like, shit, what's up? Then we end up making like, and the sessions be funny as hell. Like funniest sessions be with people like you never would thought you would have been hanging out with in high school. Like,
You were hanging out with them in college.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the closest people I was with, like, it was not the cool people. Like, bro, I was cool with, like, the damn dorky ass people, like, so-called dorky, just because how their image is, bro.
Bro, and they
the
have a
inside of
real-
them is so damn, like,
They had a realest mind. Bro.
yeah, like, damn.
I'll party with them niggas any day, bro. I'll go to war with them niggas any day, bro. Over a popular nigga any day, bro.
See?
Any day.
I don't know.
Nah.
But I feel like I ain't even take the education part of it as serious as I could because I was in it with the mindset as I was in high school. I was the athlete. The teachers looked out for me. Like, so I wasn't even. So by the time I got to college and I wasn't playing no more sports, like I was like, I don't like learn all this. Like, it's not gonna help me repay how much money I am spending to be here.
Nope.
You know, and then but
Yeah,
my professors, they could still tell like I was like you can do this if you want to, but you just choosing not to. So they will always still show me love either way. Like even my art professor, she like the damn midterm, I came in that shit drunk as hell, talking loud as fuck. Like
I had to present.
no, it was a damn test, a written test.
She
That was number 3.
Mm-hmm.
She let you come back.
No, she let me sit there and finish it, but she know I was drunk. We was playing flip cup 12 in the afternoon.
I was number 3, bro.
I was like, you want us to write our name on this?
What time was your test at?
Bro?
Damn, 1:30, bro.
I know you ain't say that shit.
Bro, you was drinking at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
And you had a test at
Midterm,
What was you
1:30.
doing, bro?
We were just down in the dorm playing flip cup, bro. Ain't have shit else to do.
Besides study, but right.
Cause I was like, fuck that shit. I want to get drunk. Like,
Oh, man.
I can't believe that shit, bro. And like, but she showed me so much love, man. Cause she really like, you know, like the simple, like she would read through our journals, our art journals every week, and she would always leave just like real powerful messages to me. Like she just enjoyed how I thought and what I was like presenting to her in my art journal more than what I was showing her on the academic side. You know, so even just off of my journal alone, I was able to make a C out that class, even though I was bullshitting with all the academic stuff. But she saw the real side of me, you know. And that's what I learned most from college, is that you like life will put the right people around you, you know. And it will it will tell you when you're around the wrong people. And that's why I don't like going to Walmart. Like I tell my girl that like I don't want to go in the store. Like I don't want to go to Walmart. Like I get uneasy in Walmart. I get uncomfortable because I'm around so many people, and I just know majority of y'all ain't right in here, you know. And I don't want to spend the time to even walk past you. But in Walmart, it's forcing you to, you know. That's just a simple thing though. But just in college, like I said, like you got to go out to parties. That's what makes you. That's a part of college, is meeting new people. But I just don't want to meet that many new people. I'm not really interested in it. And I think that's the social anxiety part of me though. And that's what took me away from college. Like, I'm just not interested in meeting a lot of new people.
So let me ask you this. I don't know if you've thought of this before. So with your baby coming, right?
Yeah.
As you're having a son, right? And as he gets older, you're gonna have to give him experiences to expose him to stuff.
Yeah.
So have you thought about how you'll have to deal with it when that time comes? Because even now, like, I take Jordan to the grocery store.
Yeah.
If I need to go, I take her wherever that is. So how do you think that would affect you, knowing you'd have to take him there to expose him to that?
I mean, cause I go, but I just be uneasy when I go. And if he anything like me, he ain't gonna want to be in there just as much as I don't want to be in there. But I gotta learn him just like how I had to learn myself. And I learned that and that's one thing I will tell him: you gotta learn yourself before anybody else can try to pick you out. You know. But even with me isolating myself as much as I possibly can, life continues to, good and bad, continues to put the people around me to teach me what I need to be taught so that I can, you know, pass the lessons on. So I know you ain't even worthy of like the bad part you can give me. I don't want to worry about the bad part or the good. You know, but life will put the devil, Satan himself, in front of me and make me play with him. I can play with God himself. I can play with so-called Jesus Christ himself. But life will put me in those situations no matter how much I isolate myself. And that's how much I value my alone time. Because I realize I don't have to go out every weekend to deal with the good or the bad. Because the moment I go out, life will put it right there for me. And that's what I'm going to tell my son. Like, you don't have to sit out here and try to put yourself out there so much and this much because life got your path and what you need to learn. That's what we here for, to learn something. And I learned that at I'll say 20 years old when I stopped going to college. I learned like, your path is there for you and you're gonna, good and bad, you're gonna run into that shit no matter how much you wanna isolate yourself or how much you wanna put yourself out there. And I learned that, and that's why I'm not interested in being the clubber or being this or being that, being the most popular. Like, nah, I'm fine.
And just so we're clear for everybody, you're not referring to just letting life happen, right?
Mm-mm.
We're talking about having control of life, but not putting so much on the extra stuff.
No. And that's just my unique.
Right.
That's just me as an individual. Everybody has their own mind and everybody has their own path. Some people's path will put them out there every weekend or in the spotlight or in that, but it's just not me. But I just know myself, and I know like life has that path for me where I don't have to do much, but it'll put the pieces in front of me, so like I'm there for it, good or bad, and that's just how I see it. But I go with it, but I also know going with it, you're using that free will by just going with it, because that's just the God power we have of free will, So in a way, you kind of, even with just letting life happen, you still doing something.
So and you're right, because now at my other job, I got a group of men, and for a long time I've always wanted like a male role model, like to actually somebody to look up to, like an older brother, but they still had like that authoritative father figure type to them.
Yeah.
So that, like growing up, so that way they can tell me, you're doing this, that's good and all, but you could be doing a little better. Like he would tell me compassion. He would always, every time he said, you gotta think about others, even when you want to think about yourself sometimes. It was like, it was the little things. And man, I ran into him about a year ago. And I can truly say I've learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
So,
and it's really good to have people like that. And life will throw people like that to you, at places like work or anywhere, the smallest places.
Yeah. I feel like at UPS, bro, I had role models. Like it started with OG, bro, Lester. And then I think you got there, and that shit was like the history of the shit. It was like everybody had a strong mind, but it was just like nobody was different. And then it was just like, bro, I figured out somebody that was strong-minded and different too, and it was like, shit.
Bro.
Then we just started having to smoke, and it's like, bro,
that shit just clicked out of sync.
Well, you had what you said. You thought you were gonna have to fight me?
Bro, I thought I was gonna have to fight you. Bro, it was giving me the mug. Like every time I came around, like, what you doing here? I'm like, bro, I'm about to hit this big ass nigga.
Yeah, doing it job.
But I didn't know. Look, I came to work. Everybody was just in the house. Like, man, who's all these new people here?
That shit felt personal, bro. It was like, cause it was like, bro, it was no other dudes there. And I seen this nigga, I'm like, all right, I'm probably gonna be able to be cool with this nigga. Now look at this nigga, this motherfucker. Shit, that's not. Guess I'm on my own for real. Like, fuck it. I'll be alright. Then we fucked around and started talking one day, bro. And we got the laughing and shit. No, it was me and Bryce. Bryce was the other dude, though. And then,
that was it.
I think Bryce was the one that kind of like broke the ice between us, bro.
Cause he ain't got no damn sense.
Bro, he a ghost, like. I'll be like, what the fuck? Where you just, he just be popping up. Be like, Bryce. He be like, yeah, I done went to goddamn Miami.
I told you,
Like, bro, I was in Vegas. Like, bro, what the fuck?
He popped up at my sister's party that day. I was like,
that's a funny ass story.
I was like, who is you here for, my guy? I was like, I know you're not here for. I was like,
I ain't Bryce the same shit. He told me the story. He was like, nigga thought I was there for his sister. I just heard it was a party.
and I had to make sure. I was like, man, look.
I don't fuck with McDonald's though.
Not no McDonald's.
No,
I go to Wendy's before McDonald's.
my brother said, you got money? Nope.
Shoot, man, I had money.
I left my wallet at the house on purpose. I ain't never had money. Growing up the whole time, I ain't never take my wallet nowhere.
I used to stay with my own money. Just keep that shit. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't just flaunt it. Be like, yeah, I got my own money, but I got it if I need it.
We used to get allowance. That shit stopped quick.
That shit wasn't even allowance. She tried that shit. I was like, nah.
Well, I would get money from like more lines and stuff, but being down 12, 13 with $30, shit. 25 on Little Caesars.
Well, I was
Game night.
I was at the car wash, bro, every Saturday.
Man, that mowing lawns that's a lot of work, but it'd be some, especially they got a big yard. I used to do that joint.
So that's good.
We got shit, $30 front and back. I remember one time when the lawnmower ain't had no gas. We was out there picking up the grass with our hands just to get the money from her. But she didn't want to give us no money for doing that. She just cooked for us instead. But she knew we was going to spend on some food.
I was surprised on that shit, bro.
We was in the front yard just picking that shit up.
Picking the grass with your hands.
Picking that shit up with our hands, bro. Fuck
You
that.
dedicated to make that money, boy.
See, that was a life lesson that taught you gotta have money for gas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a business expense.
12 years old, man. Cause we had that one weekend, bro. We did like three yards in one day. Had $90.
We ain't know how to act.
Man.
You had a push lawnmower?
Yeah,
Hey, boy, them things.
it was like
You know,
three.
you wasn't about to have no kid on
Man,
that
that's
riding
almost-
lawnmower.
I was here.
Not out
I don't
here.
care.
It was like three. It was three of us: me, Brian, and Eddie,
I'm good.
playing some Yu-Gi-Oh, playing that nigga. But bro, we grew up out here together though, bro.
But Eddie funny as hell, bro.
Oh, you know Eddie?
Yeah, bro, funny ass shit. We in elementary school, but we in 5th grade. Why this man get off the bus and lift up his car like he Mr. Incredible, bro? They dared this nigga to lift up the car. He was like, who can't lift up the car? Lifted that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember one time me and him, we was walking around, we had shit to do. And one of the homeboys, he was gone for like a summer vacation. And we just went in his backyard on his trampoline. Had the water hose running the whole time while we on the trampoline. We on that shit for like 3 hours. Like,
That water bill went stupid, bro. Don't even know why.
bro,
His mama had.
Bro, we ain't even say we was back there and none of that shit. Like,
They was home?
they was going on vacation.
Oh, y'all wild. But y'all done ran up the people water bill.
Bro, we was back there having so much
Water.
fun. Bro, we was back there having so much fun, bro.
That's $600, $700 water bill.
I know they looked at it. And I know they had some questions.
Like, bro, we was on the hill.
Bro, that
for 3
nigga
days
wild
after
as
lunch.
fuck. He ain't even give a fuck, bro. Like, yeah, man, it's fine, man. It's bad. We was back there, you jump on a trampoline with water on and like, you like the water bounce up too and all that, bro. Felt like we was at a damn water park or something. Like, water was on non-stop. Wild as hell, bro. That nigga. Yeah, man, we did that shit, though.
Hey. This has been another episode, Sophisticated Ignorance 803. Don't forget the 803.
Yeah, that's us.
It's your boy Jay Boogie.
Jay Bird.
And Chris,
Hey, Hope y'all enjoy. Appreciate y'all's support. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that.
Yeah, do all that for us.
Spread the word. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
You get our channel some traffic, man. Let us get popping.
Did that shit. Sorry with it.